game.
Who will have the upper hand in this crucial game? We're seeing Z once again on the Valentina with a brave smite. We'll see more of it when we show up our emblems later on, but I am expecting at least a much more aggressive approach in terms of CFU playing the early game. One to be expected for the Khalid and the Valentina, more so now that it seems they're kind of banking on the sustain, on the tankiness and the innate tankiness. It's even tenacity that they're trying to pick up here for Z, but Sekai is okay. Sing is able to avoid that.
Good damage down from OP. Master Assassin, Weakness Finder. Detective already invading an enemy jungle. Sky's got to be careful. Detective is going to be walking up as well. It's a snipe down, a bit of poke. Skies goes up the Retribution. OP caught in the bad spot. Still able to escape. Detective gets level 4. Steals away 2 camps almost, right? Like the little one from that top camp.
Yep, that's great vision provided to OP. Great information and a very decisive first rotation from CFU Gaming. I mean, we've seen it first from SRG, but like that was way before Sakai's even had his level 4. So he didn't have his ultimate even when he attempted to go for Sing. And he was able to dance around all those dashes, so they weren't able to necessarily poke him down. They're managing the gold lane pretty well, but now let's divert our attention towards the EXP. A lot of players are here, and once again, they steal another jungle creep. So now, Detective is ahead by 1 level up against Sakai's.
And OP is doing a lot of damage onto Yums. Well, the panel already mentioned they will be able to actually manipulate the prio in a lot of the lanes with the Khalid, and that's what we're seeing here. Wado level 4 will try to go on to Stormy. OP trying to zone away Skies. Detective, oh my goodness, the shove and the bonk. First blood to Cram. Retribution on point. OP to be caught in the electrifying beat, still able to flicker out. Wado split to escape. An early win for SRG.
Wado isn't here. Why don't we just go in and look for Detective? And it seemed like that was the plan for SRG. Just overwhelmed Detective with all the ultimates available, even when they knew that he had an advantage in terms of level, in terms of retribution. They were so sure of just focusing on taking down the heroes, but Sing, he is alone. Gets his level 4. But OP's there to support him in some ways, but they use the implosion onto OP!
He dashes into the implosion. Z caught in the RWM! Selangor Red Giants 3-0 start to the game.
They just get to distract the other members from that potential gank. But there could have been better ways to deal with it, not by allowing themselves to die, and now there is a clear lead in the hands of Selangor Red Giants. Cram just doing usual things, but now, Raging Sandstorm in the face! And there's a stack of the crossbow attack, but they flicker away!
Crossbow attack, not enough to take Yums down, not just yet. Sing, no damage. Yums able to get away with all of the crimes technically he's been doing over to CFU. That implosion, Z walked into it. I think, well, he wanted to obviously get the implosion back to SRG, but the timing was off. He got caught in it and he was forced to purify.
And I mean, who would have thought that they would be just using the implosion onto just OP. But it seems like every kill counts for SRG, and yet another kill is taken 4-0 for their early, for their less than 4 minutes, at least a kill per minute for SRG.
Everything's going wrong for CFU Gaming. Everything's going right for SRG. Z with the steal into the implosion again. Even the panel was saying, you know, the reliable ultimate to take would still probably be the real world manipulation, but he's been backing on these plays, man. I don't know. Me personally, without a flicker on the Valentina, it's going to be hard to get the implosion down.
Yep, and I was actually wondering about the first rotation shown to us here by CFU, but now let's focus first on how they're able to take down that turtle. And going back, it seemed like prior to the turtle, they made Wado go to the mid lane, right? And then OP was like supposedly getting his level 4 towards the bottom lane, but it seemed like he had to respond immediately to the pressure that was thrown at by SRG. So things didn't really work out for CFU for that first turtle. They weren't able to set up their XP lane in order to zone the other members and protect their crucial heroes. And at the same time, OP wasn't able to get his level 4 just yet. So like SRG, they're just able to take advantage of so much factors that went wrong for CFU. So now they can definitely play the macro game. They can definitely just engage as much as they want.
And honestly, for SRG, Sky solo kill! Wado assassinated the glue! The tanky member, the guy with Brave Smite. And now Cram, oh, big bonk! Is OP an assassin or a roamer? Cram just did that much damage onto OP. SOD, oh, almost a good read there. OP able to walk away. Detective in the mid lane, trying to clear it out. Innocent getting free hits onto the turret. Z walking up, but Yomes is just standing there.
Yeah. And I mean, when Sekai's actually went for Wadu, he was 2 levels behind of Cram. So they also knew that they can actually go for the kill, but they now go for Sing, and they just they dance their way around. But that's an ultimate committed here by SRG. And unfortunately for Sing, he has ways to save himself, but if it weren't for that, I feel like he's been a constant target as well for SRG.
And SRG will just have to play it slow at this point, right? They're happy with this. The fact that they are on a joint and a Moskov,
yeah,
and they have a 2.5k gold lead means that they have all the time in the world to actually play. It's all up to CFU, it's all up to the Cambodian Sharks, who are, it feels in this game, brought into the land, not the waters that they are used to. Detective!
Oh my goodness.
Almost just obliterated by Skies on the Joy. The snowballing joy.
Skies is having such a great time. I mean, consider how his teammates were able to just constantly steal and provide him even enemy jungle camps. So they were able to deny that best possible scenario here for CFU Gaming. But Wadu, oh, he goes in once more, but he's alone.
The Raging Sandstorm doesn't connect. Yums will be zoned away, but the turtle was already reset. The targeting is a bit off. Wadu is onto Yums. Sky's now walking up. Detective still on it. They will be able to get it. Their RWM comes down. Detective securing the turtle. Meanwhile, Wadu, though, isolated, should be taken down. That's a trade. A turtle for Wadu. CFU.
Yeah, I think it's one of the best possible scenarios for CFU at this point. Sacrificing Wadu to get their hands on a neutral objective, and eventually trying to bounce back bit by bit from there. But now, SRG, they're just going to take down and force their tier 1 turrets. Fortunately, they have enough ways to defend. But in terms of like the other areas of the map, Sekai's has just been roaming around, getting all these jungle camps and even the turrets away from CFU Gaming. So their map, it's just gradually getting smaller and smaller. How do you even operate if you're just this limited in terms of the areas you can scout? Selangor Giants, they have no problems in terms of the face check. They have no problems in terms of taking control of all the bushes. If any, it's even them that can take advantage of all these surprise plays. But then they don't even decide to go with that. It's just, Cram, go ahead. Look for all these members. We don't need to take them by surprise. We can just fight them head on with our sheer aggression.
And SRG, again, will just take it slow. Every time CFU wants to make it fast tempo, Selangor Red Giants say, no, we're not going to play your tempo. There's absolutely no reason for us to go in for fights, to force out sieges. We'll just stay in the side lanes with the Moskov, with the Joy, and we'll play the slowest MLBB possible. 6-0, 4.4k gold lead. They are in literally no rush.
Yeah, and would you recall the kill score we had earlier?
11-0?
11-0.
11-0.
But we're looking at a 0-6.
Uh-oh.
It's kind of reminding us of what we've seen in game number 2, but that did not connect.
Nope.
Raging Sandstorm gone for CFU Gaming, and Cram's just standing there. They're just so confident knowing the resources that are unavailable for CFU, and we have 2 seconds before the Lord.
Even if it did connect, I don't think they would have been able to kill Yums.
Yeah. For Yums right now, I mean, he's such a threat. 4 out of 6 kills set up by either the implosions or by Sacred Hammer denies onto CFU Gaming. And this is a 2-level gap we're talking about between Detective and Sakai. So how would you be as confident trying to contest this potential objective that we're seeing right now in front of us? Right? I mean, even if Wadu decides to, once again, go for the interruption, I mean, he's doing it right now, but he's poked really low.
Stormy! What was that? Cram gonna be isolated, the crossbow tank flying down. Skies will be targeted next as the SOD connects, but Skies is able to dash away. Sing's walking into him. Whoa! Sing with a double! Innocent walking in, or teleporting in rather, with the SOD. The angle for CFU has emerged. The window of opportunity out of nowhere.
And CFU, OP, it seemed like it was just all part of the plan. That Raging Sandstorm that did not connect for the 2nd time in a row was just meant to disrupt everything that SRG would want to plan or set up for themselves. They eventually got their hands on the Lord, was not able to allow Stormy to just use the RWM to provide the space for SRG, and they just accompanied Sing, looking for the stacks of the crossbow of Tang, and taking down two members. Now they are gaining gradual access to SRG's base.
The first 8 minutes of the game, it was a 5,000 gold lead for Selangor Red Giants.
Yeah.
It's gone. The first 8 minutes of the game have just been deleted by a big Sing play with the Wanwa. Now they are on the momentum with the Lord up top. They're threatening the tier 2 takes up top, and the gold lead is completely gone. It's actually towards CFU now.
It's like they were just okay with all of the turrets that were taken away by Sekai's in the early game, because they knew that they just needed one crucial play.
Guys.
But Sekai's, they'll be chasing after him.
Detective walking up. Sky's still able to dash away, but he has to make a miraculous escape here. All the members are chasing him down. Sing, does he go for the Inspire? Oh, Sky's found out by Detective. He took out his magnifying glass for that one.
They were able to at least not allow any further damage and casualties in terms of the map. The bottom lane was a slightly shoved, but that doesn't mean CFU still not gonna force taking down this tier 2 turret. They definitely just want to leave the base turrets for SRG. And this is Sing's time to shine, you know? This is a moment where you already expect Sing to be high in mobility enough, to have a high attack speed enough to actually dance around the members of SRG, even if they try to attempt to look for him. And at this point, I wouldn't say that he's the target you want to look out for if you were SRG, because he has a way to survive, all the more now that he had his hands on the Rose Gold Meteor.
You gotta say it right, Brigitte. Rose Gold, dog! They got the Rose Gold, dog!
Rose Gold, dog!
There you go.
That's how it... Okay.
Got the Rose Gold. SRG is still trying to fight for this purple buff. They gotta be careful though, because he has the implosion. Not a single... Oh! OP Raging Sandstorm, 2 members! Oh! Implosion! From C! Now the combo crossbow Tang! From Sing over to Innocent. It's gonna be a 2 for 2 for now. Skies and Yums for OP and Z. Sing is chasing Cram. Under the turret he goes. Will he be able to get it? No, he won't. The trade though. Is it good for SRG or CFU?
Yeah. That was so close too. We saw the slows from the corrosion, so they nearly had a way to make it a 3-4-2.
Oh man,
but
no Skies.
What matters the most is that, Sekai's is not here to actually support them in this potential Lord take. So CFU, they're just starting things up. They really want to get this Lord.
Stormy doesn't have the RWM, and that will be a Lord for free. Detective. Soul Sever and the Retreat, the combination CFU Gaming will get another shot at a siege into SRG's base.
And I can feel the confidence. I can feel it from CFU. I was just mentioning it right now, but the camera pans to OP, and he's been showing us these recalls since, I don't know, the 8-minute mark, when they just did that one big play where Sing was able to get an advantage. So now they're in the lead, Virgo. They're almost 5k ahead of SRG. And fortunately for them, they have the real-world manipulation. Sekai's can once again go around the map, surprise CFU from behind. But that doesn't guarantee that they're able to anticipate all the potential plays that come in from CFU. Because if C gets his hands once again on the implosion, and if he sets things up, either even with the real-world manipulation, things can go wrong for SRG.
Let's see what Z goes for. Does he go for Stormy? Real world manipulation. Lord of the mid lane charging down. Base turret number 1 taken down in the mid lane. No more waves available. Innocent will be able to clear out the mid lane wave here together with Stormy, and CFU Gaming will have to be happy with that. Sing buys the win of nature. And CFU reload again. They reset. They do not want to get too greedy. Oh, SRG. Their golden road at risk here of being taken away from them.
Whereas Cambodia, CFU Gaming.
RWM, first RWM steal of the game, by the way.
All right. But there you go. This is the original real-world manipulation, and there's the copy.
The implosion goes wide. Yums has given Sing crossbow Tang. Inspire over. Cram has been isolated. Cram is down. Skies try to go for the finisher. Sing caught on Spear of Misery. The electrifying beach from Skies. 2 members down for SRG.
Okay. OP, he's very low, but it seems like he wants to go for it. Z pokes Stormy down, but the crossbow of Tang, they get the stacks, but they don't have it anymore. So they just be careful, but the SOD. Okay, Innocent goes in!
Innocent walks in, Stormy! Goes in for the kill! With a nature from Innocent, Detective walking in, Innocent! With a Maniac! Sing versus 3. Now Innocent jumps in, he goes in, Sing with a crowd! Solala Red Giant will keep their golden road alive!
And just like that, they go straight for the base! CFU Gaming, no one is there to defend!
It's over!
It's over for the Sharks!
SRG are still on that road! The Cambodian